But tonight, we're getting straight into it. charliebrown64 taking on DiabeticRaptor. Charlie Brown keeping close eye on the fish there. A nice tranquil opening for Charlie Brown. Yesterday, we saw him open on top of Princess Peach's castle. Today, inside the aquarium. Could it be a play on Jaquarium? We're not sure. DiabeticRaptor showing off some swag strats on the right-hand side of your screen. This is going to be quite the match for you tonight. Look at those strats on the right. Look at the swag on the left. You have got to love it. I'd love to hear from both of my runners. Once I adjust charliebrown64's name here, that could look a little bit better. Oh, that's perfect right there. We'll take that. I'd like to hear from both my runners in the Discord chat, in the tourney chat in the Discord, that you are ready for the timer. Charlie Brown is typing. Oh, yeah, that's right. Thank you, Smith. We're going to go ahead and update this. No Collins VG in this race. Just going to be me. There will be no technical difficulties tonight. No hiccups. Charlie Brown says he's ready in chat. D-Raptor ready. We're going to count it down to 3, 2, 1, go. This is a best of 3 matchup tonight between Charlie Brown and DiabeticRaptor. We're going to start our consoles and timers on go. 3, 2, 1, go. Let's see what kind of a sync that we're going to have here. Timer's close enough. We'll try and catch up DiabeticRaptor just a tad here. There we go. That is beautiful. Both runners running on the Japanese version of the game. We couldn't be any more in sync as Princess Peach does not read the letter. Surfintizer in the chat, the former Donkey Kong world record holder. The big names are out in the crowd tonight, ladies and gentlemen. That is so sizzling. The Sizzler, unfortunately, either lurking or not with us tonight. Nothing but good luck in the chat as DiabeticRaptor and charliebrown64 are popping out of the tube. The first trick that these runners are going to execute, Lakitu skip. It's going to save 8 seconds if properly executed here. And Charlie Brown, beautiful execution. DiabeticRaptor also in that left door. You'll see the runners hit the R button to move the camera behind Mario. DiabeticRaptor kind of doing his own strats here, going over the fence with the long way. Charlie Brown 64 already in BOB with DiabeticRaptor just about a second behind. Charlie Brown diving and rolling out, heading to this first trick in BOB, the only star we're going to be getting in BOB today, called Bomb Clip. Looks like a medium-sized bomb. That'll be enough to get him through the gate. D-Raptor with a big bomb, catching up just a little bit. A 139 fade out and 141 fade out. A 2-second lead for Charlie Brown 64. Who do you have in chat tonight? Is it going to be Charlie Brown 64? Will it be DiabeticRaptor? We've got a nice even matchup between these two tonight. Smith Jr. in the chat. He's eyeing the competition. The winner of this race going to take on Smith in the semifinals. Charlie Brown heading up the ramp. He's headed to Cannonless. We'll see if we get a sock folder set up, and we will. Meanwhile, D-Raptor setting up for Owless. A little close to the edge there. Does he have enough speed? He does. A nice execution by D-Raptor. Charlie Brown snagging that full sock folder setup on Cannonless. Got a couple diverging paths here. It'd be interesting to see what the times are out of Womps. DiabeticRaptor likely going to go for Cannonless next. Staying in Lakitu regular cam. makes the long jump over to the brick slope. Oh, he's going to get a little hung up there. Looks like he's going to opt for shooting to the Wild Blue as a backup, while Charlie Brown, for his third star, already snagging shooting to the Wild Blue. Charlie Brown heading back into the painting. He's going to go fight the Womp King, while DiabeticRaptor, I'm assuming, going to give another shot to Cannonless here. Charlie Brown long jumping up the steep slope there, not getting the speed kick, stuck with the ledge grab, going to cost him just about a second. Oh, and D-Raptor missing again. That's surely going to cost him, but it looks like he's going to take the ring around the rosy long way. You can't blame him. He just wants to get out of Womps, get this over with. Meanwhile, charliebrown64 making quick work of that Womp King. DiabeticRaptor, third time's a charm, snagging that Cannonless star. Both runners have 4 stars, but D-Raptor has still got to fight that Womp King. Quite a long star. While Charlie Brown will head to the top of the tower. Runners in sync, jumping off of the tree onto the upslope. Charlie Brown, nice long jump, and another ledge grabs out of both of our runners, but as you can see, Charlie Brown executing a beautiful triple flip there, triple jump. D-Raptor staying in Lakitu regular cam. We're getting an up-close visual of this Womp King. But spawning the star right on top of him. While Charlie Brown waking up the owl here. We'll see if he can fall directly on that star. Shouldn't be an issue for him. Nice way to end Womps here, and boom, he's got it. Charlie Brown leaving Womps with a 459. D-Raptor's just got to finish this top of the tower star. He's going to miss his triple jump. Let's see, the backup wall kick is going to be no problem for him at all. And we have got a 516 fade out. It looked like Charlie Brown was heading the Jolly Roger Bay a little bit too much 70 star. He's got to go to CCM, folks. Charlie Brown opting to take a simple strategy here. You can't blame him. On wall kicks will work. He's got the triple jump though. Nice little fence clip there. Quick dive into the star. 550 fade out on star 1 for Charlie Brown. DiabeticRaptor going to make up some time here with Charlie Brown going the wrong direction to start. We're going against a 550 fade out here. D-Raptor missing the star. Got to take an extra jump there. About 16 seconds separating these runners. Charlie Brown delivering baby penguin back to mama. And that star will spawn directly above mama. While D-Raptor trying to perform some good deeds himself. Charlie Brown heading into Dark World here. Mathematics, you forgot the well actually before. There is only Jolly Roger Bay in 120. Charlie Brown executing reds here. So far, set up for a comfy normal cycle. Gonna get a ledge grab on the carousel. And Charlie Brown, a couple of long jumps out of him and a wall kick. He'll be grabbing coin 7 and 8, while D-Raptor snagging the third coin on the ramp with the amps. Still a ways behind. Let's see if Charlie Brown can pull off the wall kicks. He does. Easy peasy. And he's headed into the tube to see Bowser 1. DiabeticRaptor struggling to pick up that 6th coin. Single jump wall kick for him. It's going to save him a little bit of time. Let's see Charlie Brown's Bowser throw. Not going to be enough there. He's going to have to throw again. It cost him a little bit, but D-Raptor getting hung up on the wall kicks. The worst thing that could happen to D-Raptor there is taking a death. He's playing it safe. He's going to finish strong, grabbing the star. But meanwhile, charliebrown64 with a fat dab, full extension on the dab, looking all the way down into the right. You got to think he's happy about that 836 exit out of Dark World with D-Raptor still in the text boxes for Bowser 1. But D-Raptor nailing the Bowser 1 throw on the first try. It's going to help him catch up just a tiny bit here. All the trolls are out in chat tonight saying, Splice throw, hacking. Someone check this man out. I've refreshed the stream. And let's see how Charlie Brown fares in SSL. He's going to opt for Talons first. You can't blame him. It's the wise move. Nice bounce off the Shy Guy there. Making quick work of this Talon Star while D-Raptor opening the door to the basement with the key. I saw Lakeman421 in the chat. We now have the current Donkey Kong World record holder and the former Donkey Kong World record holder, Surfentizer, holding spots 1 and 2 on the Arcade Donkey Kong leaderboard in the chat. The big names are out tonight. charliebrown64 heading to the Pyramid Star. Expert movement there out of Charlie Brown. Meanwhile, D-Raptor nice and high on the bird. Switching to Mario C down cam so we can see that star. Hoping for a quick grab. He's got it. charliebrown64 headed into Lethal Lava Land to snag up those reds. D-Raptor taking a little bit of a slower strat on the pyramid, but he snagged the star. Only going to cost him about a 1.5 seconds over Charlie Brown strats there. Charlie Brown into HMC with 12. D-Raptor with 11. Just getting to Lethal Lava Land reds here. We'll see how these runners fare in the rest of the basement. Charlie Brown not struggling at all with emergency exit. He's going to see Toad about a debt. Oh, a little bit of Toad abuse here, but Toad's still smiling. Must not have hurt that bad. Charlie Brown's got 3 noisy fans in the chat here. His entire fan club coming out strong. DiabeticRaptor with the big backflip star grab. Oh, a little ground pound out of Charlie Brown on the Boulders star. But he's got 15. That's enough to spawn MIPS. Meanwhile, DiabeticRaptor's got 1 more to snag before he gets to meet the bunny and see about a door. Oh, Charlie Brown gonna have to do backup strats here. He's been primarily running 70 star lately. Maybe not as practiced on MIPS as some of our other runners here. But he's got a significant lead over D-Raptor right now, who has just now grabbed his 15th star, the Rolling Rock star. Charlie Brown going for advanced movement on the MIPS clip in the 30-star door. He nails it, heading into DDD. D-Raptor taking a long way around to grab Mips. And he will also have to take a backup here, having to set up a side flip, while charliebrown64 is in the Michael Phelps section of the race. Playing, I believe, on emulator tonight, still holding C left. DiabeticRaptor makes his way to the 30-star door for clip number 2 with Mips. Beautiful through. Charlie Brown. Oh no! Charlie Brown with the side flip falling off the side of the sub. He's going to have to get back on the back fin. Going to cost him. That's actually a pretty quick backup there. He got back up there pretty quick. I know when I miss that jump, I get awful tilted and it takes me some time. Charlie Brown, great backup, getting right back on. He's still maintaining that lead over DiabeticRaptor as he heads into Fire Sea. Nice little wall kick, landing low on the pole, but it's going to be plenty to maintain the lead over DiabeticRaptor here. As Charlie Brown headed to the moving ramps, he's going to take a bum burn. Oh, DiabeticRaptor also struggling on the back of the sub here. You hate to see it. Back to back, he had a chance to gain some time back, dealing with some significant lag here. Missing the star grab, ground pounding just a touch too early. But Charlie Brown making his way through Fire Sea. He is about to see Bowser for the second time about another key. While DiabeticRaptor entering Fire Sea at the same time that Charlie Brown is entering the Bowser 2 fight. D-Raptor taking a burn early in Fire Sea. Let's see if Charlie Brown can nail this throw. He struggled a tad bit on Bowser 1. Can he lock and load? Yes, he can. Direct hit immediately on the bomb. While D-Raptor making his way through Fire Sea, trying to make up any time he can. He's just going to catch this normal cycle. If all goes well. Nice little dab out of Charlie Brown. The fans love to see it. Oh, and D-Raptor struggling to get up there. Looks like he's setting up for some left side a long jump, something we didn't see out of Charlie Brown. Switching to Mario Can to reduce lag. That's going to save him some time. And taking 2 bum burns into the funnel. He's headed to BLJ's after this Bowser 2 fight. Meanwhile, Charlie Brown, he's going to set up for his first BLJ. He's got quite the angle there. He doesn't like it either. He's going to reset. Oh, D-Raptor just missing to the right of the bomb. If you're going to miss a throw, you don't want to do it in Fire Sea as Charlie Brown gets through the first BLJ, heading up to the 70-star door. And Charlie Brown into bits. Bowser in the sky. As D-Raptor snagging the key from Bowser 2. Let's see this little bit shaky movement at the beginning of bits here for Charlie Brown. He's going to attempt the triple jump onto the rotating platform. It's no problem. Nice and safe. Far enough in there. He catches the carousel right where he wants it. Triple jump up the checkered ramp. And we saw him warming up left side. Let's see if he goes for it here. Full setup on left side, and he nails it with a ledge grab. Not bad at all out of Charlie Brown. Draz in chat is laughing at left side after taking a fat L to Charlie Brown just last night. Interesting to see Draz talking trash in the chat. Charlie Brown now at Bowser 3, while DiabeticRaptor just getting through the second BLJ, the 70-star BLJ. Boom, Charlie Brown nailing throw number 1. He's on pace for a low 18, low to mid 18. Oh, he's going to miss The second Bowser throw, giving DiabeticRaptor a shred of hope here, but it may take a death for D-Raptor to be able to catch up here. Oh, taking a bonk now. He's got to just get through this Bowser fight. It's got to be clean. Nailing that second throw. Just one more throw to go for charliebrown64. We're taking a look into the stream over here for D-Raptor. And Charlie Brown nails it. He's going to finish with a mid-18 as D-Raptor heading up to the wind tunnel. He's going to see Bowser 3 as well. Charlie Brown finishing with an 18-25. Not a bad time at all out of Charlie Brown 64 for this first matchup. He's going to take the win. Nothing but GG's in chat. GG's from Reed, Glassy, Spiely, Matt Jen. Excellent TV. Wow, D-Raptor focusing in on those throws. Nice little re-grab there. Gonna miss this one a little bit wide right. One more throw to go for D-Raptor. Set up to finish with a mid-19 here. Nailing that last throw. And D-Raptor finishing with a 19-30. Just about a minute behind Charlie Brown 64. GG's to both the runners. Lakeman 421 in chat says, not bad for a blockhead. D-Raptor asking in chat, how much did I lose by? Lost by about 1 minute. Great run by both of these runners. And I will wait in the tourney chat in the Discord to see when we are ready for race number 2 in this best of 3 matchup. D-Raptor already ready. And Charlie Brown with a PB on that one. Already cleared the timer. Was it an 18-24, I want to say? GG's to Charlie Brown. Congrats on the PB and 16 star. What a way to do it. Right here in the Mushroom Cup. Main bracket, second round. PBing in a race is pretty hot. All right, we've got D-Raptor and Charlie Brown 64 both ready for race number 2. We're going to count it down. 3, 2, 1, go. 3, 2, 1, go. And timer is about in sync as they're going to get here. And chat, who do you have in this second race? Best out of 3, Charlie Brown versus DiabeticRaptor. Draz, the first to respond. He's got D-Raptor in this race. Will D-Raptor make a comeback? Charlie Brown PBing, you know he's hot. Steel Beams calling for the throw. He wants Charlie Brown to throw for content. Excellent TV thinks that D-Raptor is going to pull the next 2 races. It'll be interesting to see as Charlie Brown will be our first runner to head to Lakitu for this Lakitu skip. Beautiful execution there. And DiabeticRaptor taking the 8-second ticket from Lakitu. He's going to stop him to talk about a camera for a moment, but just behind, following Charlie Brown into the castle. Charlie Brown long jumping, diving, and rolling out, ready for bomb clip. Whiffing the first grab. Got a small bomb there. He's trying to make it work. Will he get through? He does. Taking a blast is a chance for DiabeticRaptor to catch up just a tiny bit here. With a clean bomb clip, he can save a couple seconds. Oh, taking a blast, not getting the grab. Looks like DiabeticRaptor getting ready to execute a splice.exe. Spawning the chain chomp, who's going to go ahead and open up that gate for DiabeticRaptor to take the star. Charlie Brown headed into Womps. We're going to see Cannonless first out of charliebrown64. Haven't seen an Owless attempt out of him. Playing on emulator, it just doesn't make sense for him to go for Owless. Not enough of a time save, especially in a race situation. When sock folder setup here, he didn't like the setup. Looks like he's going to do the ledge grab one more time. Taking his time, making sure his camera is set. Boom, going to nail it. With a 236 fade out for his first star in Womps. Meanwhile, DiabeticRaptor heading up the ramp and headed to Cannonless as well. Sock folder setup. Ooh, almost falling there. Was he too far to the right? Ooh, I don't like this lineup, but proving me wrong for the third time today. DiabeticRaptor nailing Cannonless, fading out at about the 3-minute mark. 1 star lead by Charlie Brown, just nailing, shooting to the wild blue. It'll be interesting to see if DiabeticRaptor pulls off that wild, shooting to the wild blue movement that he showed us the other day. Lining up for Owless, and he is in the cage. Nice time save for DiabeticRaptor there. Charlie Brown spawning just close enough to the star so he doesn't have to jump again. Let's see if we see that hot movement out of DiabeticRaptor. Here it is, the triple jump up the right side of Womps. A couple of silly clips. And boom, he's nailed the star. Look at the swag there for the shooting to the wild blue. DiabeticRaptor, the swag is real. We often hear some of the commentators talk about how there are no points awarded for swag, but you can't help it sometimes when the chat gets hyped for it. Charlie Brown has got one more star to snag in Womps. Looking to be at a 4-minute pace out of Womps. While DiabeticRaptor quite a bit behind here. But anything can happen. We have plenty of race left for you today. And Charlie Brown, a 5:01 finish out of Womps Fortress. While DiabeticRaptor heads to the top of the tower star. Not going to get the triple jump, but that wall kick back up is clean. 5:01 was Charlie Brown's time out of Womps. 5:28. We got 27 seconds separating these runners. A significant lead here for Charlie Brown. If he plays it safe, this is his race. Nice triple jump fence clip there out of Charlie Brown. And he's going to nail that wall kicks will work star with ease. You got to wonder, Smith, are you watching this gameplay out of Charlie Brown 64? As DiabeticRaptor, a little side flip up to the ramp there. He's got his wall kicks, going to snag the star without an extra jump this time. While Charlie Brown delivering that baby penguin right back to mama's belly and snagging the star. Charlie Brown's going to be headed into Dark World, while DiabeticRaptor Still got a baby to deliver here. DiabeticRaptor making the delivery nice and safe, while Charlie Brown is opening up that 8-star door with the power of Castle Stars. And let's see how these reds look for Charlie Brown. Nice rollout to grab number 1. On pace for a very cozy normal cycle here. As he triple jumps up the platform, you're gonna get a ledge grab on the carousel. Believe that Shigeru Cycle's probably dead here. Oh, and taking a buzz from the amp. Now he's gonna struggle to get normal cycle. Let's see if he can finish it off. DiabeticRaptor, nice clean switch grab there, turning the camera all the way around for this red. As Charlie Brown is going to spawn the star with that 8 red coin. DiabeticRaptor just grabbing coin number 3. As C Brown grabbing the star, he's going to head into the tube to see Bowser 1. He threw that first throw a little bit short against Bowser 1 in his first race. Is he going to nail it this time around? And nails it. Wants to show the fans that he's still got it. DiabeticRaptor grabbing the Dark World red star. He's going to save and head into the pipe. Meanwhile, Charlie Brown setting up. He's got about a half dab there. The fans, do we appreciate that half dab? We'll leave it up to chat. Reed says there's no dab. He doesn't like the lack of extension here. Nope, DiabeticRaptor has got to get a quick splice in here. Let's see if we can catch him up on my end. And he's got a half dab as well. DiabeticRaptor not letting the fans down. And just so you know, both runners have me deafened in Discord. Neither of them can hear my commentary. They don't know if they're ahead or behind. Oh, Charlie Brown gonna opt for a backup on the Talon Star. He's gonna try and get up at the top of the pyramid. He's gonna miss it, opting to just grab top of the pyramid. This is a chance for DiabeticRaptor to come back here. Just 1 star behind DiabeticRaptor. Let's see if he can make some quick work out of Talons. Charlie Brown losing significant time. He's still got to get the Talon Star. No backups remaining. Clean movement this second time. He's bounced off the Shy Guy. Oh, but DiabeticRaptor is taking a bath in the sand. He's got to back up. Oh, no. You hate to see it. Getting caught in the quicksand. DiabeticRaptor, that was your shot. Are you kidding me right now? Charlie Brown, a little frazzled getting into Lethal Lava Land. Let's see how he does with the reds. Not a difficult star, not something you see runners struggle with. Every now and then you'll see a runner miss one of these coins in the middle section, but Charlie Brown, no match for him. He has snagged his 12th star. He's got 3 more to go. 1 from Toad and 2 in HMC, and he'll be on his way to MIPS. Meanwhile, DiabeticRaptor setting up for the Pyramid Star. 1, 2, 3, and he's got it. 11 stars for DiabeticRaptor, 12 for Charlie Brown 64. As Charlie Brown taking those first 3 long jumps in HMC. He's going for emergency exit first. Wall kick strat on the right. And no problem. 1 ledge grab, but he's in there. DiabeticRaptor finishing off those lethal Lava Land Reds. And heading into HMC, while charliebrown64 has just got one more star to get in HMC here. He's got Rolling Rocks. Will the RNG behave for him? Let's hope it does. Oh, that last boulder coming close, not even phasing him. A beautiful star grab out of charliebrown64 as DiabeticRaptor getting the Toad star first. Heading in HMC, he's got 2 stars to grab while Charlie Brown is heading to MIPS. Beautiful MIPS grab. Pretty close to the front, in front of the door here. Remember, both runners playing on the Japanese version. MIPS quite a bit faster than the American version. And Charlie Brown nailing that first clip. Oh, but jumping out the wrong side of the door. He's a little bit flustered. This is going to give DiabeticRaptor a small chance. Oh, no, he's going to put him through. This is going to give DiabeticRaptor a chance to catch up, but still maintaining a significant lead. Opting not to go for the pro strats there. Can't blame him. Charlie Brown into DDD, fading in at 13:01. And as Charlie Brown makes his way through the Michael Phelps section of the race, we're going to see, oh no, DiabeticRaptor just missing the MIPS grab. Oh, you hate to see that. He's on a wild MIPS chase now, going to be all over the basement while Charlie Brown heads to the back of the sub. This is not looking good for DiabeticRaptor. Catching MIPS just outside of SSL. While Charlie Brown snagging the sub-star to open up Bowser in the Fire Sea, where he is headed in to make his way to Bowser 2. And DiabeticRaptor making this a 17-star run. Not sure what that was about. Oh, but Charlie Brown taking a couple bum burns here. Oh, he almost fell off for a third. That could have been a death in Fire Sea. And he's going to struggle. He's going to miss this cycle. It's going to cost him over 10 seconds missing that cycle. He is not happy about that. While DiabeticRaptor making his way through the Michael Phelps section. Charlie Brown struggling a little bit to get through Fire Sea here. Still outrunning the one-up mushroom. You love to see that. DiabeticRaptor falling off the back fin on back sub here, while Charlie Brown lining up to grab Bowser 2, direct hit. Charlie Brown setting up for a dab, and it's looking pretty good. Oh, Charlie Brown bonking before the upstairs key door. Not something you see often. While he heads up to his first shot at BLJ's. Let's see if Charlie Brown can make quick work of these BLJ's. He's going to struggle a little bit on the first attempt there. And catching the second attempt a couple times, but not able to make it work, while DiabeticRaptor with those beautiful long jumps down the left-hand side of Bowser in the Fire Sea. Charlie Brown really getting hung up. There he goes through the first MIPS, or through the first BLJ door. Headed to the 70-star door here, to the endless staircase. He's going to see if he can find the end with some uncapped backward movement speed. Can he get there? D-Raptor nailing the Bowser 2 throw. Direct hit. Let's see if we get a dab out of D-Raptor as Charlie Brown heads into bits. Oh, Charlie Brown going to take a death in bits. The movement didn't look clean. It's going to give D-Raptor a small chance to catch up here. Charlie Brown was pretty solid in bits last run. We'll see if he can finish this one, as D-Raptor is going to have to be quick on these BLJs to make up enough time to possibly catch up to Charlie Brown in Bowser 3. But Charlie Brown's just got to play it safe at this point. Charlie Brown nailing left side there with the ledge grab, as D-Raptor trying to get through that first BLJ. He is through. Charlie Brown lining up for the dive into the pipe for Bowser 3. And D-Raptor catching that second BLJ. Oh, and he knows the backup. Is he going to get it? No, he's not. Charlie Brown missing his first Bowser throw. Well, DiabeticRaptor hitting that invisible wall twice in a row now on the 70-star staircase. Charlie Brown losing 1 bar of health as DiabeticRaptor heads into bits. It's like Charlie Brown's gathered himself. Hi, Ziggy. Charlie Brown's gathered himself. Got a dog in my lap. Missing another throw. The triple jump dive looks clean out of D-Raptor. Charlie Brown got 1 more throw to finish this best of 3 matchup, and he's going to miss. That's 3 missed throws for Charlie Brown here. D-Raptor going as fast as he can to catch up. Gonna miss left side, but got the back up ledge grab. Charlie Brown finishing strong. And 19:43.99 on the timer for Charlie Brown as he finishes the match. D-Raptor heading into Bowser 3. Taking a quick bonk right before Bowser lets some fire out. Gonna wind him up and nail that first throw. Almost wide left, but he's got it. D-Raptor spinning for throw number 2. Direct hit. You got to love to see the strong finish out of D-Raptor, giving the fans what they want. Oh, we got a pause out of D-Raptor. He said, I hit a couple throws. That's good enough for me. Let's call it. Charlie Brown undeafened. We're going to go ahead and unmute Charlie Brown and let him in to the voice chat. Charlie Brown, welcome in. Congrats on your win.
What's up, dude? Thank you so much. Thank you.
Dude, look at you.
I'm muted? No, no. Don't, this is my roommate. No.
Charlie Brown and his roommate in the post-race interview here.
His beautiful roommate, his supportive roommate, his attractive roommate.
Charlie. Wow.
Yeah, that's about it.
Get out of here, Josh.
Good job, Charlie Brown.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you.
GG's to Josh for the compliments on Charlie Brown. If only we could all have a pep talk like that every now and then. Congratulations on the win. Welcome in. Due to a solid performance, getting a PB in the first race. How'd you pull that off?
Yeah, that was pretty sick. I don't know. I just practiced like for an hour or two before the race, and I guess I was just consistent enough to get it. I already knew my PB wasn't super good, so I kind of just winged it, you know?
Dude, yeah, it was pretty awesome. D-Raptor also in the chat with us now. Welcome in, D-Raptor.
Yo, that was pretty rough.
It was rough. You still had especially
At
that.
the end, if I didn't start messing around, I might have been able to do something. But it is what it is.
It's,
GG's, dude.
Yep, it was fun.
once you get a little bit behind like that, it's tough to catch up unless your opponent makes some mistakes. Charlie Brown not making a whole lot of them today. Really looking good, solid, consistent gameplay out of Charlie Brown. If you would not have missed those Bowser throws in Bowser 3, Charlie Brown, you would have finished with probably with another 18, do 18s in a row.
It probably would have been like the second best run I would have done. I don't know. I knew I was like 2 minutes ahead, but I still got nervous for some reason. It was okay.
It happens. D-Raptor, we saw that swag shooting to the wild blue strat. That was a fan favorite.
Yeah, I didn't get the full clip down to the bottom, but
I saw that. Where did you learn that, by the way?
I don't know. I was just messing around, and I figured that out a couple days ago.
That's cool. That's cool.
Well, GG's to both of you. Thank you so much for joining me for this race. Charlie Brown, let's take a look at the main bracket here. You are going to move on to face Smith Jr. in the semifinals tomorrow.
Sick. Oh, tomorrow. Okay.
Oh, tomorrow.
What's
3 days in a row races for Charlie Brown. We're keeping it hot for you, man. Go ahead and reach out to Smith Jr. in my Discord server or on Twitch, and we'll see if we can't get that race scheduled.
All right, cool. Do you know what his PB is? I'm curious again.
Smith's got a PB of 1759.
Oh, God.
The highest PB when we registered in the main bracket when we registered, Matt Jin broke Smith's PB with a 17.5x. So Smith and Matt Jin having the top PBs in the bracket, just under 18 minutes.
I see.
And Smith, I think it's going to be a pretty good match between the two of you coming up here. I'm pretty excited to see it. And D-Raptor, we've got to thank you. We can't thank you enough. It's been awesome getting to know you throughout the tournament as well. I'm glad that brought you into my server. We get to see some pics of your collection. Got to see some of your cool gameplay. I hope you stick around, man.
Yep, it's been fun.
Charlie Brown, any words for Smith? I know is watching at home.
I'm coming for that booty, dude.
He's coming for that booty, he says. Smith in chat says, oh shit, welp, time to practice. Well, Charlie Brown, GG's again, and we will see you tomorrow for the semifinals.
All right, thanks, dude. I'll see you.
Take care, man.